Stop everything you're doing right now. I'm about to expose 10 devastating mistakes that are secretly sabotaging your home's appearance, and you're probably making at least half of them without even knowing it. These aren't obvious cleaning errors. These are the sneaky, overlooked details that make your house look tired and unkempt, no matter how many hours you spend scrubbing, organizing, and perfecting every room. Imagine this. You've just spent your entire weekend deep cleaning your home. Every surface is spotless, everything is organized, and you're exhausted but proud. Yet somehow your space still doesn't have that magazine-worthy, professionally maintained look you've been chasing. Sound familiar? The reason isn't your effort. It's these hidden mistakes that even the most dedicated homeowners miss. Before we dive into these game-changing revelations, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Trust me, you'll want to catch every tip I share, because what you're about to discover will completely revolutionize how you approach home maintenance. And while you're at it, give this video a thumbs up if you're ready to transform your living space into something truly spectacular. Now, let's uncover these secrets together. The hidden truth about home maintenance. Here's what nobody talks about. Maintaining a beautiful home isn't just about cleanliness. It's about mastering the subtle details that separate ordinary spaces from extraordinary ones. The homes you admire, the ones that always look picture perfect, aren't necessarily cleaner than yours. They're just free from these specific mistakes that create an unconscious impression of neglect. These errors are so common that they've become invisible to most homeowners. You walk past them daily, your guests notice them subconsciously, and they collectively create an atmosphere that undermines all your hard work. But once you identify and eliminate them, the transformation will be so dramatic that people will ask if you renovated or hired a professional cleaning service.
Mistake number 1. Allowing windows to remain streaky and foggy. Let's start with the most impactful yet overlooked element of your home, your windows. Think of windows as the eyes of your house. When they're cloudy, streaky, or water-stained, they filter natural light in the most unflattering way possible, casting your entire home in a dull, lifeless atmosphere. This mistake is particularly damaging because windows affect everything else in your space. Even the most expensive furniture, the most carefully chosen decor, and the most immaculate organization lose their impact when viewed through dirty glass. The natural light that should be enhancing your home's beauty instead becomes muted and strange, creating shadows where there should be brilliance. The problem runs deeper than most people realize. It's not simply about wiping windows with a cloth and calling it done. The majority of homeowners use cleaning products that leave behind invisible residue, or they clean at precisely the wrong time, when direct sunlight hits the glass, causing rapid drying that locks in streaks and makes them nearly impossible to remove later. The professional solution? Transform your window cleaning approach entirely. Schedule this task for during hours when direct sunlight isn't hitting the glass. Begin with a solution of warm water mixed with just a few drops of gentle dish detergent. Avoid harsh chemicals that leave residue. Start by removing surface dirt with a damp cloth, working systematically from one side to the other. Then comes the crucial step. Use either a professional squeegee or, surprisingly, newspaper to dry the surface. The key technique is working consistently from top to bottom, never allowing the cleaning solution to air dry, which guarantees streak formation. When executed properly, this process reveals the true potential of your living space. Clean windows allow natural light to flood in unfiltered, making colors more vibrant, spaces appear larger, and the entire atmosphere feel fresh and professionally maintained. The transformation is so significant that many homeowners report feeling like they've upgraded their lighting throughout the house.
Mistake number 2, accumulating unnecessary items on furniture surfaces. The second critical error destroying your home's aesthetic appeal is the gradual accumulation of random objects on every available surface. This mistake is insidious because it happens so slowly that you don't notice the progression from organized to cluttered until the situation has become overwhelming. Picture this common scenario. You come home and place your keys on the coffee table. Next day, you add the mail. Then your phone charger, some important documents, that book you're planning to read, a coffee mug, and suddenly every horizontal surface in your home is occupied by miscellaneous items. Each individual object might be clean and necessary, but collectively they create visual chaos. Our brains are wired to associate clear surfaces with cleanliness and organization. When every table, counter, and dresser top is crowded with items, the psychological impact is immediate. The space feels messy and neglected, regardless of how clean the underlying surfaces actually are. This effect is particularly pronounced in high-visibility areas like coffee tables, kitchen countertops, bedroom dressers, and even the top of your refrigerator. The professional solution. Implement a strict designated place system for every single item in your home. This isn't about being obsessive, it's about creating visual breathing room that allows your furniture and decor to shine. Every set of keys, every piece of mail, every remote control, and every frequently used item needs a specific home that isn't a visible surface. Invest in attractive storage solutions, decorative baskets for remote controls, wall-mounted key hooks near the entrance, mail organizers that keep correspondence out of sight until it's addressed, and drawer organizers that make it easy to maintain the system. The goal is making it genuinely easier to put items away properly than to leave them on surfaces. When you successfully maintain clear surfaces, something magical happens. Your furniture appears more elegant, your rooms feel more spacious, and your entire home takes on a sophisticated, intentionally designed appearance. It's as if you've upgraded your furniture without spending a penny.
Mistake number 3, neglecting baseboard maintenance. The third mistake undermining your home's appearance is one that most people completely overlook: dirty, dusty baseboards. This might seem like an insignificant detail, but baseboards function like the frame around a painting. When they're dirty, they make the entire wall appear unkempt, even if you've recently painted or the wall itself is spotless. Baseboards occupy a unique position in your home that makes them dirt magnets. They're low enough to catch dust, pet hair, and cleaning overspray, yet positioned in a way that doesn't immediately draw conscious attention. This means dirt accumulates for weeks or months before most homeowners even notice it exists. However, visitors to your home unconsciously register this neglect, and it influences their overall impression of your space's maintenance level. The accumulation happens faster than you might expect. Every time you sweep or vacuum, small particles settle along the baseboard edge. Pet hair clings to the surface. Cleaning products splash and leave residue. Scuff marks appear from furniture movement. All of this combines to create a subtle but persistent line of grime that frames every wall in your home. The professional solution: incorporate baseboard cleaning into your weekly routine. Using a lightly dampened cloth with warm water and a small amount of mild detergent. Work slowly and deliberately, paying special attention to corners where dirt tends to concentrate most heavily. For white or light-colored baseboards that have developed stubborn stains, create a paste using baking soda and water. Apply it gently with a soft brush, focusing on discolored areas. For textured baseboards, an old toothbrush can reach into crevices that cloth cannot access. The transformation is remarkable and immediate. Walls that appeared dingy or yellowed suddenly look fresh and maintained. The entire room takes on a professional appearance. Visitors will sense that your home is exceptionally well cared for, even if they can't consciously identify what's different. Don't forget to share this video with someone who needs these tips. Trust me, they'll thank you for it. And leave a comment below telling me which mistake surprised you the most. I read every single comment and love connecting with viewers from around the world.
Mistake number 4. Overcomplicating your cleaning product arsenal. The fourth mistake sabotaging your home's appearance seems counterintuitive. using too many different cleaning products. Many homeowners operate under the assumption that more products equals better results. But in reality, this approach often creates the opposite effect. Surfaces that appear dull, lifeless, and somehow less clean despite your increased effort. Here's what happens when you use multiple products on the same surface. You apply a cleaning solution, then a polishing product, followed by a disinfectant and perhaps a scented spray. These products weren't designed to work together, and they create invisible layers that build up over time. The result is surfaces that look cloudy, feel sticky, or have a dull film that no amount of additional cleaning can remove. This problem is particularly common on frequently cleaned surfaces, like kitchen counters, bathroom fixtures, and glass surfaces. Each product leaves behind trace residue, and when these residues combine, they can create stains, leave unpleasant chemical odors that linger for hours, and make surfaces appear perpetually dirty despite constant attention. The professional solution. Dramatically simplify your cleaning approach by focusing on fewer, higher-quality solutions. For the majority of surfaces in your home, warm water combined with a small amount of mild dish detergent will handle 90% of cleaning challenges effectively and without residue. For glass and mirrors, create a streak-free solution using warm water and a small amount of white vinegar. This combination cuts through grime while evaporating completely clean. For wood surfaces, invest in one high-quality wood cleaner and use it sparingly according to manufacturer instructions. The key principle is avoiding product mixing entirely. Clean one surface with one product, allow it to dry completely, and resist the temptation to add additional products for extra cleaning power. Read product labels carefully and never combine different chemical formulations on the same surface. When you streamline your approach, surfaces develop that natural, healthy shine that makes spaces appear more expensive and professionally maintained. Additionally, you'll save money, reduce chemical exposure in your home, and achieve consistently better results with less effort.
Mistake number 5, overlooking light switches and electrical outlets. The fifth mistake, making your home appear old and neglected, is overlooking the cleanliness of light switches and electrical outlets. This might seem significant detail, but these small fixtures are touched constantly throughout the day, and an astonishing amount of dirt, oils from fingers, and general grime that creates dark spots on otherwise clean walls. These small dark patches draw negative attention disproportionate to their size. When switches become yellowed with oils and outlets take on a grayish, dingy appearance, they create visual disruption that makes entire walls appear unkempt. The contrast between a clean wall and dirty electrical fixtures is particularly jarring and gives the impression of incomplete or amateur cleaning. The problem compounds over time because most homeowners only notice this dirt when it becomes obviously visible. By that point, the discoloration has often set in permanently, making removal difficult with standard cleaning methods. The professional solution. Incorporate electrical fixture cleaning into your weekly routine, but always prioritize safety. Begin by turning off power to the area you're cleaning. This is crucial for safety and prevents any electrical issues during the cleaning process. Use a cloth that's barely damped with warm water and a small amount of mild detergent. Clean gently but thoroughly, paying attention to the edges where dirt accumulates most heavily. For stubborn discoloration, use an old toothbrush with a small amount of baking soda to gently scrub away built-up grime. Never use abrasive cleaning products that might damage the fixture surface, and absolutely never allow moisture to enter any electrical components. Always dry fixtures completely with a clean, dry cloth before restoring power to the area. The visual improvement is striking and immediate. Walls that appeared tired and neglected suddenly look fresh and professionally maintained.
This attention to detail conveys a level of care that impresses visitors and makes your entire home feel more polished and well-managed. Mistake number 6, maintaining unhealthy or dying plants. The sixth mistake undermining your home's aesthetic appeal is keeping plants that are wilted, yellowing, or obviously struggling. Plants can be incredible decorative elements that bring life, freshness, and natural beauty to any space. However, when they're poorly maintained, they achieve exactly the opposite effect. They broadcast neglect and make surrounding decor appear uncared for. A plant with brown, crispy leaves, yellowing foliage, or a generally droopy appearance sends an immediate message about the overall attention to detail in your home. This is particularly problematic because plants are often positioned prominently as decorative focal points, making their poor condition impossible to ignore. The issue is especially common with plants placed in less accessible locations, on high shelves, in room corners, or areas where they're not part of your daily visual routine. These plants gradually decline without notice until they become obvious eyesores that detract from your carefully curated decor. The professional solution. Either commit fully to proper plant care or choose high-quality artificial alternatives. If you choose living plants, select varieties that match your lifestyle, available light conditions, and maintenance capabilities. Research the specific needs of each plant regarding water frequency, light requirements, and humidity preferences. Establish a consistent care routine that includes regular watering without overwatering, which kills more plants than underwatering, removing dead or yellowing leaves immediately, dusting leaves with a damp cloth to maintain their natural shine, and monitoring for pest issues that can quickly destroy plant health. When your plants are healthy and beautiful, they enhance your entire space exponentially. They create a sense of life and vitality that makes your home feel more welcoming, fresh, and thoughtfully maintained.
Mistake number 7, ignoring cable and cord organization. The 7th mistake sabotaging your home's appearance is leaving electronic cords and cables scattered, tangled, or visibly disorganized. In our device-heavy modern life, we're surrounded by chargers, entertainment system cables, computer cords, and various electronic connections. When these are left to tangle behind furniture, hang haphazardly from outlets, or create visible spider webs across floors, they destroy the visual harmony of any space. The psychological impact of cord clutter is immediate and significant. Even if everything else in a room is perfectly organized, visible cable chaos makes the space feel improvised, temporary, and unplanned. It's as if all your careful organization and decoration is undermined by these visible reminders of modern life's complexity. Most homeowners only address cord organization when cables become physically problematic, when they're tripping hazards or preventing furniture movement. However, the visual disruption begins long before cords become physically inconvenient, and by then, the damage to your room's aesthetic appeal has been ongoing for months. The professional solution. Implement a comprehensive cord management system that addresses both function and aesthetics. Use cord organizers which can be purchased commercially or created from cardboard tubes for a budget-friendly solution. Group related cables together and secure them with Velcro ties or cable clips for easy adjustment. For cables running behind furniture, install adhesive cable channels that attach to walls and keep cords organized and hidden. Create designated charging stations with built-in cord management, so frequently used chargers have specific homes when not in use. The transformation in room appearance is dramatic. Spaces that felt chaotic and cluttered suddenly appear clean, intentional, and professionally organized. The visual calm created by organized cables allows your furniture and decor to take center stage, creating the sophisticated atmosphere you've been working to achieve.
Mistake number 8, using inappropriate or poorly maintained rugs. The 8th mistake potentially making your home look old and dirty involves your area rugs, either using dirty, worn rugs or choosing rugs that are inappropriate for their spaces. Rugs can be incredible decorative elements that tie rooms together, add warmth and comfort, and enhance your overall design scheme. However, when they're poorly maintained or poorly chosen, they accomplish exactly the opposite. A dirty rug with embedded odors, visible stains, or accumulated pet hair makes an entire room feel neglected, regardless of how spotless everything else appears. Rugs are particularly challenging because they accumulate not just surface dirt, but also dust mites, allergens, and odors that become embedded in the fibers over time. Beyond cleanliness issues, many homeowners choose rugs that are too small for their spaces, place them in inappropriate locations, or select patterns and colors that clash with their existing decor. These choices disrupt the visual flow of rooms and make spaces feel unplanned and amateur. The professional solution: establish a rigorous rug maintenance routine that goes beyond simple vacuuming. Vacuum rugs at least twice weekly, always cleaning both sides to remove embedded particles. Monthly, perform deeper cleaning using rug-specific products or professional cleaning services, particularly for high-traffic areas. When rugs develop permanent stains, show significant wear, or begin retaining odors despite cleaning, replace them, rather than allowing them to detract from your space's overall appearance. For homes with pets or small children, choose rugs in colors and patterns that naturally camouflage minor imperfections while being easy to maintain. Consider rug size and placement carefully. Rugs should complement and enhance room layouts, not compete with furniture or create awkward spatial relationships. A well-chosen, well-maintained rug becomes a foundation element that ties entire rooms together and elevates the sophistication of your decor. Quick favor: if this video is helping you see your home differently, hit that like button and subscribe for more transformative home tips. I post new content every week that can completely change how you approach home maintenance.
Mistake number 9. Neglecting mirror cleanliness and condition. The 9th mistake making your home appear old and unkempt is maintaining mirrors that are foggy, water-stained, or developing those characteristic dark spots around edges. Mirrors serve crucial functions in home design. They reflect natural light to brighten spaces, create illusions of increased room size, and can serve as decorative focal points. When mirrors are compromised by poor maintenance, they fail to fulfill these important roles. Dirty mirrors don't just fail to enhance spaces, they actively detract from room aesthetics by creating dark spots that draw negative attention and make rooms feel smaller and dimmer than they should. This is particularly problematic in bathrooms, where constant humidity exposure accelerates mirror deterioration and creates those black spots around edges that indicate permanent damage. The challenge with mirror cleaning extends beyond simple maintenance. Many people use products that leave streaky residue or employ techniques that create more problems than they solve. Improper cleaning can actually make mirrors appear worse than they did before cleaning attempts. The professional solution: use a specialized approach for mirror cleaning that guarantees streak-free results. Create a cleaning solution using warm water and white vinegar, which cuts through grime while evaporating completely without residue. Avoid commercial glass cleaners that often leave invisible films. Begin by removing surface dirt with a barely damp cloth. Then use either newspaper or lint-free cloths to dry surfaces completely. For heavily soiled mirrors, use a small amount of isopropyl alcohol on stubborn spots. For mirrors showing black spots around edges, unfortunately, this indicates permanent deterioration that cannot be repaired. These mirrors need replacement. Prevent this issue by maintaining proper bathroom ventilation and quickly drying mirrors after shower use to minimize humidity exposure. When mirrors are crystal clear and properly maintained, they fulfill their design potential by making rooms appear brighter, larger, and more professionally maintained. The improvement in spatial perception and light quality is remarkable.
Mistake number 10. Overlooking critical finishing details. The final and perhaps most impactful mistake that makes homes appear old and dirty is neglecting finishing details, those small imperfections that individually seem insignificant but collectively create an impression of general neglect. These details include peeling paint on baseboards, unfilled nail holes in walls, darkened grout lines, loose door handles, visible screws that should be painted to match surfaces, and similar minor maintenance issues. Our brains are remarkably adept at registering these small imperfections, even when we're not consciously aware of noticing them. The cumulative effect of multiple minor flaws creates a subconscious impression that undermines all your cleaning and organizing efforts. It's as if these details communicate that care and attention to quality are lacking throughout the home. The problem is that most homeowners only notice these issues when they become obviously problematic. By that time, they've already created negative impressions on countless visitors and have been psychologically affecting the homeowner's own satisfaction with their living space. The professional solution: conduct regular, detail inspections of your home, specifically looking for these types of minor issues. Maintain a basic repair kit that includes touch-up paint, spackling compound, grout whitener, basic tools and hardware for common fixes. Address problems immediately when you notice them. Don't allow them to accumulate or worsen. It's significantly easier to make a small touch-up than to address a problem that has been neglected for months and requires major repair work. Keep paint samples that match your wall colors for quick touch-ups, and consider investing in a small paint pen for tiny nicks and scratches. Maintain caulk around tubs and showers to prevent darkening and deterioration that broadcasts neglect. When you consistently address these finishing details, your home conveys a level of professional maintenance that impresses visitors and creates satisfaction for you as a homeowner. It's the difference between a home that looks well-maintained and one that appears professionally managed.
The transformation, putting it all together. Now you understand the 10 critical mistakes that have been secretly undermining your home's appearance, despite all your cleaning and organizing efforts. The remarkable truth is that every single one of these issues has straightforward, affordable solutions that anyone can implement without professional help or expensive equipment. The real revelation here is that creating a beautiful, well-maintained home extends far beyond basic cleanliness. It's about mastering the subtle details that separate ordinary spaces from exceptional ones. When you systematically address each of these mistakes, the cumulative transformation is extraordinary. Your home won't just look better, it will convey an impression of care, quality, and attention to detail that enhances your daily life and impresses everyone who visits. Remember that you don't need to tackle everything simultaneously. Choose 1 or 2 mistakes to focus on each week, gradually implementing improvements until maintaining these standards becomes second nature. The key is beginning the process and maintaining consistency over time. Your home has incredible potential that these mistakes have been hiding. When you unlock that potential by eliminating these common errors, you'll be amazed by the sophistication and beauty that emerges, all from the same space you've been living in, just with these crucial improvements. If this video has opened your eyes to new possibilities for your home, I need you to do 3 things right now. First, subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell. I share game-changing home tips every week that you won't want to miss. Second, give this video a thumbs up if it's been helpful. And third, comment below and tell me which of these mistakes you discovered you were making and which tip you're most excited to implement first. I personally read every comment and love hearing how these strategies are transforming homes around the world. Don't forget to share this video with friends and family who would benefit from these insights. Sometimes the most impactful gift you can give someone is knowledge that transforms their daily environment. Until next time, keep creating the beautiful, welcoming home you deserve.